Alright guys, bang bang. Welcome back to the Cryptorsy channel. My name is Vlad and today we really want to cover up the important topic because this is probably the most frequent request we are hearing from the users, from the Web3 project founder and their executives and whatsoever. How can I become viral? What should we do in order to get this virality formula, kick it off and actually, spread out the word across the internet about our Web3 projects? And in this video, I want to break down this virality formula that will exactly explain you how you can go viral using the on-chain tools and creating this really interesting experience for the people that will help you as your marketing department on steroid to go viral and rolling on by conquering all the space. So lock your seatbelts and get yourself prepared. Right now, let's boil down the equation, right, of this sort of Web3 marketing virality formula. First, what you need to understand is attention is the currency in the Web3. Attention is the currency, in the whole life, but especially in the Web3, when a lot of protocols, when a lot of projects, a lot of Web3 enthusiasts, a lot of airdrops is taking a place on. And that being said, attention is pretty scarce asset, right? And in order to be great at flagging up the attention of the people, you need to be catchy, you need to be relevant, you need to be novel, you need to be emotional appealing and all that stuff. But let's first things first. Attention formula is when you have the relevancy plus novelty. What does it mean, relevancy? You know exactly for whom are you going to spread out this word as a brand. If let's say I'm the Web3 SaaS company that helps people to build their on-chain incentive campaigns, I know that my audience is the Web3 founders, so they have a problem of engaging their users, their community, or even creating this, first initial cohort of the super users in the community. So I know what I should talk about my product. I know what their pain points are. I know exactly where is the bottleneck in their business. And that being said, I'm just communicating with them based off of the value they're possibly right now seeking, and I can offer right on the table for them. So what I gotta say to them, man, here is the tool. Go over this, upload your quest, upload the potential rewards for the people you can do right after they will go through all of those quests and fulfill the scenarios you wanted them to do. And then you can create this, emotional kind of experience for them by being integrated in the NFT, create a video here, do this, do that, and eventually I'm selling you the state, I'm selling you the emotional, I'm selling you the experiences for a founder who have eventually solved the problem of engaging the audience and creating the super users inside the community. And I'm telling you, you just need to spend 15 minutes. Here's the moderator that will help you to go through everything and set up the campaign and go to spread out the word about that. So I know what is my relevancy comes from, because I know my audience, I know the target persona I'm knocking out the door to. The second part of the equation is the novelty. And novelty is the ability to create the insights about the stuff that the people are consuming, probably by reading the content or by going through your socials or all that stuff. So I know how to create the novelty of the people who would love to, let's say, cut their weight. Because I will be telling about how you can cut the weight without even taking a part in these exhausting diets, without even taking a part in these 7-day trainings 2 times per day and all this, garbage. Because it's really hard for people. Instead, I will be talking to them, you can just change your mindset and you can forget about drinking the tap water, right? And you don't need to train every day. You just need to have a 15 minutes walk, no tap water, no bullshit, and the mindset setups. That will help you a lot. So this helps me to call the insight right from your inner being, because you feel that I'm offering and I'm telling about the cut and weight in a different way, shape, or form, in which you haven't really heard about. and that's created the novelty. So we have in the equation the novelty plus relevancy equals the attention, and attention equals the virality. But in order to kick off the virality heavily, in order to get insane on the internet, in order to be like going nuts, you need to ensure a couple of things. The emotional appealing sentiment, because you need to understand the triggers that are popping up in the consumer's heads while you're talking to them. Whether it's scarcity or reciprocity, whether it's love, whether it's, kind of social proof or difference, or whole plenty of triggers that we have, that's really important. Then it had to be broad appeal, because if you are narrowing down the message to some particular segment, it can be the viral in the micro segment as well, but it cannot be viral in the casual sense of this word. Because if I want a lot of people to talk about Web3 marketing, I need to create this sentiment that will be broad appealing. I need to say, we are building right now the next big phase of the internet, and the driving force of this, the next big phase of the internet, is the Web3 marketing, because it creates the adoption, creates the user experience, and it creates demand for these type of things that we are building right now, this piece of software, this landscape for the people to interact in a different way, shape, or form. And then I kind of pulling this thread off of big concept, off of life. We live in the new era. This new era is the Web3, and in order to make this era coming closer to us, we need to think about Web3 marketing. And here's the actual stuff you need to think about it, or you need to kind of understand about Web3 marketing. So what I'm doing here is I'm flagging up a lot of attention at the macro level and pulling them off right to the micro level, which is Web3 marketing. Broad appealing and emotional sentiment, kind of the triggers that includes that the marketing campaign actually includes. Then you need to understand the format that you will be sticking to in order to just attract a lot of attention, because it's important. If your audience are pretty much living on X, it's a bad idea to create a long form video. If your audience are let's say millennials, it's a bad idea to try and let's say to push them to install the wallet, to push them to do something which is pretty hard right now. It's better working for a Z Gen G.
It's OG low, homie. OG low.
It's better working for a Gen Z, right, than for the millennials. And so in understanding the format you will be choosing in order to be as much relevant as you can for the particular target audience you're getting your focus narrowed at, is the great benefit you gotta implement in your marketing strategies. And then the last but not the least is the sentiment, external sentiment that picks off the message you just spread out. You need to ensure you have ambassadors, you have the guys who are serving your user-generated department, you have the community which will have this wheel is going on and rolling further. And you need to understand that something from the external part will eventually resonate with the message you're spreading over. And that being said, you need to get supported by something, and I've just slightly mentioned the type of personas and the sources you can have the initial pace of your wheel is rolling over, right? That's pretty much it about the virality. Of course, we need to cover this in depth, and if you want to hear more about virality, Web3 marketing, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. Hit the like button and share your insight that came to your head while watching this video. And I have a lot of pieces that we can really analyze in the more depth manner about Web3 marketing and sort of virality formula for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Lock up the seatbelts, it will be massive.